Hey, welcome back to the Raw Relationship Podcast, everybody. Do you know what we're going to be talking about this week? We don't. Oh, actually, you do, because you've seen the title. But we have no idea so far.
Well, thanks for coming back. We do a raffle every episode, so yeah, we don't know. So here we go. We're going to see what we're talking about.
Just a whole range of topics that filter through randomly, and we'll talk about whatever pops up.
Yeah, here we go.
All right.
And there we go. Boom. Come on, be a good one, be a good one, be a good one. And if you comment below
What is that?
a subject that you would like
sweet.
to hear us talk about, please comment in capital letters. We'll add it to our raffle.
Boom.
We would love suggestions.
Yep.
Okay,
You
what
got it?
are we? Ghosts in haunted houses, real or dramatic? That's a
okay.
good one.
All
okay.
right.
All right. I think that there's a lot of people that could comment on this. I've had experiences with ghosts.
Mm-hmm,
Have
same.
you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. I mean, I'm just going to put this back away, and I think, here we go. Thanks for joining us again. We're talking about ghosts, haunted houses, real, dramatic. Of course, if it's on TV, like Ghost Adventures or something like that.
Who knows?
Who
How can
knows?
you know?
Paranormal activity.
You want to start off with your your encounter story? Stories?
Sure.
Drop me one.
Okay. So I have never actually seen an entity. I think that I would crap my pants. I don't feel like I could handle it. As a matter of fact, after our loss, I was afraid of the dark.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what that is out there. So, but when I was a young child, I sometimes would have nightmares. So I ended up going to my mom's bedroom one night, and she was sitting up on her bed talking to my grandpa.
Okay.
It was so weird. So she always kept her door open, so she didn't even know I was standing there.
Your grandpa obviously was already passed.
My grandpa passed away right before he was coming to meet me in North Dakota.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I never did get to meet my grandpa, but my mom talked about it like it was a normal thing when I was a kid. Like grandpa would come visit her, because I asked her. I was spooked, man. I was like, I am going back to bed. This chick is sitting up like some poltergeist situation, and I'm like, this chick. I'm talking about my mom. That's how freaked out I was. I was like, oh my God. And when you're young, you shouldn't watch scary movies, but you do.
Especially when you have a bunch of older brothers like you did.
Oh my God. Yeah. I actually got stuck watching Poltergeist. I snuck under the bed in my brother's room, and they put it on, and my brother sat on the bed, and I couldn't get out.
Oh no.
I was straight stuck under that bed watching the dude pull his skin off.
Oh my God.
I was like mortified and nightmares for days. And babe, there was a tree outside of the house that looked like the goddamn tree in that movie. Talk about setting myself up for not being able to sleep when I was 6 years old, 5 or 6, something like that. So anyways, it freaked me out. Mm-hmm. And I mean, I think that would be like my only one that I can think of right now, but I'm sure that something's going to pop in. Maybe I've told you a ghost story.
I'm trying to think of mine. The one that really sticks out to me is when I worked in a restaurant called The Asylum.
Oh, this one's good. Yeah.
And so
do tell.
It's in this town near here called Jerome, and it's an old mining town. It was a ghost town for years, and now it's been built back up with locals. It became more like an artist community, and now it's like, I mean, it's not huge. It's very, very small town, but it's a very big tourist attraction around here.
Oh, it's huge. Jerome is big, and I think that they actually do ghost hunting.
That ties into my story exactly.
Okay, perfect.
Because it is a big attraction. All the haunted places and the old buildings, and this building with the restaurant is also a hotel, but it used to be the hospital.
Oh.
And
I have a story after you get done.
Okay, there we go. Now it's flowing. So it was the hospital, and third floor was the surgery area, which is now like a couple of suites. I've actually been up in there too. A lot of people died there. There was a, like an insane asylum on the second floor. There was a woman who jumped off the balcony there.
There was a doctor that killed himself or something too?
There was.
And then there's an elevator man.
Yeah, and then the maintenance man, who was killed. He was found dead, laying as if he was looking down the shaft on the bottom floor, or maybe looking up. I don't know which way he was laying, but the elevator came down and took his head off.
I was gonna say he's decapitated.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God,
Yeah.
like that's the creepiest.
I think his name was Henry, if I remember right.
Think you might be right.
So the restaurant's on one side of the building, and the kitchen was at the opposite side on the same floor. So you walk down this hallway, and it had a few rooms down there. And the very last room on the left was Henry's old room, the maintenance man who was killed by the elevator. So that was his old room. And so there's a few things that happened while I was working there. And this place is notoriously haunted. If you go down to the front desk, there's a whole couple books where people would go down and write their experience from last night. Like, oh my God, last night I saw a cowboy walk in the hallways.
Yeah.
Or I heard a strange noise.
Or it sounds like people are moving furniture sometimes up there.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love you. I don't want you to have that. Yeah. Hold on, you guys.
She's fixing my hair.
Yeah, you look like you have a little unicorn horn.
Maybe I do.
I just, people need to pay attention to the story, babe. Like, you can't come in here looking like a goddamn unicorn. What are you doing?
Like, could not pay attention to the story. That stupid hair on that guy.
Coming in here looking like Dennis the Menace.
So I'll try to go through my stories pretty quickly because there's a few experiences all from the same building.
Yeah, and they're good.
One was there was a rumored ghost of a little boy that would run around in the bar area, which would have been the nurse's station when it was a hospital. So I'm bartending one day, and I literally felt something run by my about knee level, and I didn't see anything, but you could feel it. It was like, and it definitely had like, it's so weird. Okay, here's the thing with ghost stories. Our personal ghost experiences, like, it's not what you see, it's what you feel.
Oh,
that makes it
I
feel
had
real.
an experience at that restaurant too. I felt something walk through me.
Yeah. Okay, that's my next one.
Oh my God, yes. I actually dated a guy who was the manager of that restaurant when I worked up in Jerome. Blah blah blah. But anyways, yours is more involved.
Well, so I not only did I feel the presence, but I also felt that it was the presence of a child.
The little boy that runs around the bar.
Yeah. So, like I said, it's not the most convincing thing for me anyway is what you feel like when you get chicken skin, or the hairs on the back of your neck go up, and you feel it all through your body.
You feel really cold sometimes too.
Mm-hmm. So one time I'm standing at the bar and I'm talking to these two ladies, and we're just chit chatting, and I see behind them, I just see like a distortion, like when you see heat vapors coming off the sidewalk.
Yeah.
I saw that kind of behind them.
Yeah.
And then it went right around her and through me, like literally just the right half of my body. It just went through. And as I was talking, and I was like, kind of shook my head. I was like, whoa. And I go, did you? And they go, we saw that. So they saw it too. Oh. Once it came from behind them and went through me, they saw it. Now, I didn't feel any particular, I felt the chicken skin and all, but I didn't feel any what it was.
I just
man,
got really,
woman, adult.
I felt like my body wasn't mine for just a second, and like I felt weightless.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
But it was so fast, and it happened right at the entrance, and it was so fast, but it was like they were just leaving, like nothing's going on, just walking right through you, no big deal, like don't mind me.
Yeah.
And I just remember just feeling cold and weightless.
Yeah, weird.
But it was quite the experience. It only happened once.
Yeah.
But yeah,
so another time, this is a secondhand story, and then I've got my wrap-up story. Same building, another server was coming down the hallway that I mentioned before, and we had this huge mirror on its side, just kind of tipped up against the wall. And we were just closed, everybody was out, we're shutting down. And she walks by, and she stops kind of in front of the mirror. Maybe she was checking herself or something. And she saw behind her a reflection in the mirror of like an old timey miner guy.
Who's she?
Just
what are you talking
sneaking
about?
by. This is the server. The
Oh
server
my
was standing there, and she
God.
was like, "Oh, that's my shirt." And then she looks behind her, and this guy is like kind of sneaking by, almost crab walking behind her, like, "Oop, don't mind me."
Oh, like photobombing.
Sneaking by.
Wow.
And she goes, what the hell? But one night, this is my biggest experience. I'm taking a tray, big tray, empty, back to the kitchen, and I get right in front of the maintenance man's room, and I'm holding the tray, as you would, and it gets knocked out of my hand out of nowhere. And like I felt him when I was, but he was just kind of joking around type of deal, and he's known to be a bit of a prankster. Yeah. So I was like, "All right, Henry, a good one. All right, okay, I got you. All right, I see you."
And you find yourself like talking out loud too.
100%.
You're like,
all right, we're doing
here.
it.
Yeah, okay.
I guess we're doing this.
Yeah, we're gonna have a conversation now.
So, the ghost adventure, the ghost hunting tours that you mentioned earlier, often end at the Asylum restaurant, and that night. I had a couple tables, and they had just finished a ghost hunting tour, and they still had their little ghost hunting tools on the table. One of them is, what do you call it? It's like an EKG meter that if there's spectral activity around, it starts to go.
Yeah, I don't know how much I believe in those, but it is very strange, and it's kind of fun to play with, but then it also creeps me out.
Right. Yeah. Again, I don't know how much I believe in that either, but I go, hey, you know what? Can I borrow that for a minute? Yeah. And so I took it, and I'm walking down the hallway to where that just happened to me, and it goes off, and it taps out, but like maxed out the needle, and I was like, whoa! And then all of a sudden, I sort of felt something just run past me,
yikes,
and into the stairway that goes down to the lobby, and then the meter just went dead. And I was like, oh, okay. I have a sneeze building.
Oh, I was going to say, you sound like you got something going on over there.
No, I think it was... Anyway.
What are they just running around in the ghost world out there?
Yeah. So
just
I turn around.
I think I would have fun too.
And I go down the stairs a bit where I felt this thing go, and it starts to go off again. I'm on the landing, and I turn around and I look back up the stairs. Now, at the top of the stairs, there was a big grandfather clock with a glass door. And I could see a reflection of the window that was on the landing. Now, the window is easily 12, 15 feet off the ground. Mm-hmm. No balcony, no scaffolding, no nothing out there. There's obviously no way anybody could be standing outside the window. I see in the reflection of the grandfather clock, I can see the reflection of the window behind me. And in the window, I see a face with a beard. And like, again, old-timey miner-looking guy.
It was Henry's head.
It was Henry's head, just like
no
reflecting
way.
in the window behind me. And the meter is going crazy.
Yuck. Oh my God, you guys.
And then the face disappeared and the meter died. And I was just like, all right. It wasn't scary at all. It was weird and creepy, but it didn't scare me.
I think seeing something is the scariest part. I have never seen anything, but like, oof, that is a lot. And when I worked at the Haunted Hamburger,
also in Jerome.
Yeah, in Jerome. It's actually just down. The coffee pot would jump off of the coffee pot station or whatever, and I just remember, and it was really weird. It would just randomly like fall off. Like I thought people weren't putting it back in place. Yeah. And it did it one day to me, and I was like, I know I put that, and it just fall. And Margie looks at me and she goes, "It's the ghost." Yeah. And I was like, "It's the what?" I was like 20 something. I was like 22.
Yeah. There's stories there. You're like, even I think it's even on the menu.
The haunted hamburger.
Yeah, the story of when they renovated the place. You hear a lot of times renovations sort of upset spirits that are living there.
Oh,
and they would steal hammers. The ghosts would steal hammers or move them around and take tools and hide them and all kinds of stuff. There's so many stories up there.
What is going on over there? What is going on? Like we've even experienced some stuff. I'm going to stay on this subject real quick. Yeah. I'm going to tell you a crazy story because I was a hoodlum when I was 16. Yeah. And me and my friends, we went up to the Jerome Grand Hotel before it was renovated.
Right. Because it sat empty for years and years and years.
And it was owned by Phelps and Sons.
Okay.
So yeah, it was just this giant empty building. Well, they were renovating it. So we're hoodlums. We go up there. There's this big wooden door with the lock on it, and the lock was not locked. So what are you going to do?
We're going in.
We're just crazy, pot-smoking, adventurous kids. So we go in, And we've got our flashlights, and I'm walking with my at the time boyfriend, and my two other friends are walking, and we're going up the steps. And I, thinking about it now, I'm like, where is that in that building? Because it was almost like walking up steps of a school or something.
And it had a turn halfway up?
And it had a turn, so you'd go up one flight, and then it'd have a turn, and then you'd go up another flight.
That's the staircase that I just mentioned having that experience.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
For real?
Uh-huh. 100%.
Okay. Even better than the freaking, oh my God. We're going up there, and I was like kind of arm in arm with my boyfriend, and we're walking up the steps, and our flashlights, they fucking went off. They turned off, complete darkness, everybody's flashlight. There was 4 of us.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Sorry, I got a little intense. A little close. Sorry if that got too loud. It was such a scary moment because he's an asshole and he totally fucking ditched me.
Oh no. What a punk.
So, I'm like fucking terrified, running down steps in the dark, like feeling like I'm gonna end up rolling and cracking my skull open. But I was so scared. I feel like I did that slow motion run down the steps. By the time I got back out there, so I think I ran down 2.5 flights. So, but it was interesting because when we had our flashlights on, we could see like tools and stuff like that. And so, but I get down to the bottom of the steps and my friends are outside and I was so mad, but that was just it was chilling. Yeah. That was a chilling experience. I'm sorry. I got so intense about that because
no worries,
but I never saw anything. I've never seen, anything apparition wise. I mean, the closest that we could get is we have 2 handprints on our mirror that I think came from Dylan.
Oh yeah.
And they're like a wing shape. Like I can't explain it. You had just cleaned the mirror.
Yeah. They just appeared one day. And neither of us did it.
Neither of us. The hands are big, just like our sons were. Mm-hmm. And that's just the only thing I can think of what that would be. And it's like a weird smudgy material too. It's still there, you guys.
Right. I haven't washed it off yet.
We haven't washed our mirror. I'll have you take a picture so that you can put that up in here. I don't know what to do with it. I feel like I want to go in and just kind of clean up all the little spots around the handprints on there. But at some point we're gonna. Anyway, so that's like the closest thing. I have felt him, but we'll stay on track. I've never seen a ghost. Fun fact, though.
What's that?
My mom was born on the steps of the asylum in Jerome.
Oh, that's right. She was riding a horse over there, wasn't she?
My grandma.
Your grandma?
My grandma was horseback riding, bareback at 6.5 months pregnant, and her water broke. This is my claim to fame. I shouldn't be here. My mom was born, she was the length of a dollar bill.
Oh, my God.
In 1944.
Wow. Yeah.
In Jerome Clinic. And I don't even know. Like did they have survival things back then? Like that's just that's like half of your pregnancy.
Yeah.
Like outside. Anyhow, fun fact. That's
crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. So and that's the steps of that was the hospital before it became the hotel that we've been talking about.
Correct. It's the entrance
it was
to
still a hospital
asylum.
I think it was a hospital up until like 1950. If I remember right, somewhere in the early 50s.
Before it became the hotel
down.
and the rest.
Because the whole town just shut down because the price of copper went down and it just became more expensive to ship it than it was to sell it. You couldn't get enough money to offset the shipping costs. So the whole place just shut down. Everybody moved away. Hospital shut down. And then just a few people left. And they had the schools going for a while and then that high school that's up there moved down.
I've heard that's haunted too, and you've been in that building because of Tim.
Yeah,
I think I have too. But
his shop was in I haven't had any experiences there. I've been throughout the school because I went into they had an auditorium, which was cool. Was that creepy.
For the show?
No, that was actually we were doing band photos.
Oh, okay.
And it was a cool, dilapidated, kind of rustic building.
Yeah.
Tim's shop was in the basketball gymnasium. I never
had a crazy.
I don't know.
Roof,
Tim might have some stories there because he was there for years and years and years. He might have some, but
yeah,
I don't know that a lot. Excuse me. What do you think? Okay, I have two questions I kind of want to explore.
Okay, let's go.
What is it that causes a haunting? Like, what causes this spirit to be stuck to a building? And what are all hauntings negative or evil?
And what would make them evil? Like, there's got to be somebody out there who's studied this, and we're raw. We're talking about it without a lot of education behind it. So
100%.
like zero education behind it. So what's your personal belief on that? Like, I feel like if I was stuck here and I wanted to haunt somebody, it would be because I was really pissed off and they did something to kill me, or they had something to do with my death. But then you hear of people going to other places and the ghosts are just pissed off. It's like Naked or Not Naked and Afraid. What am I thinking of? The podcast.
Scared to Death.
Oh, Scared to Death. I can't believe I said Naked and Afraid. Scared to Death. That's a really fun one because they talk about these kind of ghost stories and things.
Yeah,
like that.
so many. I mean,
they've
been going for years too, and I can't believe they can find new stories every week.
There's a lot of haunting out there.
Shout out, Scared to Death.
Yeah, shout
Dan
out,
and
Scared
Lindsay.
to Death. We love it.
I do believe just from the similar threads throughout these stories that you hear is that most of these hauntings are because someone was killed there or died there. I don't understand. I know there's a connection between this world and the other world, whatever that other world is. I experienced that when my mom was dying, and I would literally just sit on her bed, and when she was getting near the end, she would have these moments of lucidity and be real clear. And then she would have moments where she was just out of it. And, there was a lot of morphine and stuff involved too. But she would kind of drift out, and then she would come back and she'd be super lucid. And she would tell me, I was just talking with your grandparents. But they hadn't come into the room and talked to her. Like, she had one foot on the other side. And she would kind of go back and forth. So she would go to the spirit world in her head or mind. I don't know how it works. But I would ask her, I remember asking her, like, what did they say? And she goes, well, we don't talk like you and I talk.
It's so wild.
It's like a very telepathic thing, or just energy transferring back and forth. Again, I don't understand. I don't know. I don't even know what to believe.
I don't either. It's kind of mind-blowing, and it just seems so complicated. All the different moving parts to where are they? What are they doing? How did he move a picture? How did they move the hammers? The signs that they show, the things that they do, it's like you could almost do anything, but you're just not seeable. But so what would make you want to haunt something?
I think you're stuck. I think, but also, we could say that Dill haunts this house.
He doesn't haunt.
But see, that's why I'm saying, is haunting always a negative? Right? Because it's
so
definitely not a
haunting
negative
is a presence. If you're a ghost and your presence is here, you're haunting.
Right.
But we've always tagged haunting as a negative thing. Like,
as a
haunting
scary
is,
thing.
I'm going to get you.
Yeah. Right. So that's kind of the point I was trying to get to, is because, we fully believe that he is around, and his birthday was 10/10, and he always leaves us dimes. We find them everywhere. You could clean a surface completely, walk away, and come back, and there'd be a dime sitting there.
It just happened last week.
Happens all the time.
Just happened last week. Like, anywhere. You're in the middle of a store sometimes. Like, or what's like just the most random places. I cleaned our bedroom and vacuumed and did everything, and I came back in, and there was a dime laying there. Yeah. Now, that would have been totally picked up. So, yeah, I've actually been told by other people that a dime is kind of a sign that they're around. So, but okay, so the idea of that freaks me out a little bit, to know that there's a ghost presence here. And we've also talked to mediums, and she's like, yeah, he's always with you. So, what, like...
And then the movie, there was a picture of him that we had on a shelf. There's a set of 3 shelves. It was on the second shelf. And then one night you were standing up looking back, because it's right above the couch, and I'm sitting on the couch, and you're looking over my shoulder, and all of a sudden you stop and you go, did you move the picture?
Yeah, I was like in the middle of talking about dinner.
Yeah. and it had moved from the second shelf down to the first shelf. It's still there, and that's not where you put it.
No, because my friend gave it to me. It's of him doing this. He's our son. Mine, we blended. So I feel like he feels really bad. I don't feel like he's stuck, because I did make that clear on that reading. But I feel like he feels so bad for leaving, because it was an accident. It was a horrible accident. And that he wants to be like, hey, I'm still here. Or, and that's what she told me, the medium. If you believe in that, I said, I just wanted to make sure he wasn't stuck, because he leaves dimes everywhere for me. And the heart thing, hearts everywhere. The craziest one was we went skiing January for my birthday after we had lost him that September before. Mm-hmm. You just wanted to get me out of the house and do something, because I was like in a deep depression. And so for the first time, I decided to go skiing and try snowboarding, whatever. I took random pictures, and we're gonna post this because it's amazing. The sky above the snow bowl where we were that day, I took these pictures. I didn't even look at them until we got back to our room. There's a heart cloud. Mm-hmm. You couldn't deny, in the sky with a beam coming down to it.
Yeah, that was really cool.
I just got chicken skin. Yeah, he loves us so much.
And that goes into too. I don't believe that all spirits that make themselves known here in our world are trapped. Yeah. I really believe they can go back and forth, and I believe that there's levels of strength, power.
There's got to be. She even said he's very strong with it.
Right. Yeah.
He did move the picture. I said, did he move the picture? She said, he's laughing a little bit, and he says, yes, Mom, I had to do something extreme because I didn't think you realized it was me.
Right.
And and the Maui turtle that was in front of that did not move. Yeah. And we'll never move that picture again. Like, that's just, those things are so special. Yeah.
But I do believe into that, and not to diminish that, but I do believe some are stuck.
I think
and
so
I
too.
believe that just being stuck could be something that pisses you off and makes you want to,
like
retaliate
you don't get a chance
against humans,
on coming back again or something,
or just moving on to the spirit world. Yeah, like you're stuck in this, almost in like we were just watching Doctor Strange in the multiverse. Oh yeah, like being stuck in another universe, but seeing what's going on around you in this one.
Oh, it's wild.
But not able to go on to whatever the spirit world is, where you have, like, I imagine, just complete freedom. Like, I've always believed in the spirit world, you could go anywhere in time and space. So if you wanted to go back and watch the signing of the Declaration of Independence, you could just go pop in and see that.
That's the craziest thing. There's no time, right? They say there's no time. So time. I don't know. I mean, like, where's Jim Morrison, and where's you could go and watch Woodstock.
And from things we've heard, apparently, I mean, like, you do recognize loved ones in that world.
Yeah.
Right? Because we had a reading, and it was my mom came through and was like, we got him. I got him.
Yeah, that was right after. And
he's safe.
And I believe in these because I don't know if it's just Sandra, but I believe in her because there's been 2 readings now, and on that reading, she said that he was doing this. And I didn't know this, but he apparently was in a love triangle. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
And she said he's pointing to a pregnant woman. And I'm like, what is going on? Like, I didn't understand what was going on. So we ended up finding out by talking to other family members that he was indeed in a triangle situation with his roommate and his girlfriend, and the girlfriend told him that she was pregnant. Mm-hmm. And told him that it was his.
Right.
And so
he was kind of convey that, and nobody
he was just like
nobody could know that.
Maybe he was just like, go check and see, like, if I've got a baby there. I mean, who knows?
Right.
Like, I don't know, like, what that was, but I did. I got in touch with her, and I said I need to know, and she actually said that she thinks that she may have lost it on the 9th, but I don't know. But we won't talk about that. Yeah. Anyways, yes. So I've got a question for you, Annabelle, the doll. The doll.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So let's jump. Why would a spirit haunt a physical object, like a doll.
So there's Annabelle and there's also Robert the doll.
Oh, there's Robert. That's right.
And
yeah.
I don't know. Now, the stories surrounding those dolls are very evil.
That's why I wonder, because, there's that whole museum of evil things.
I'm trying to blank on their names.
The
Warrens. The Warrens, yeah. They had that thing locked up.
That Annabelle doll. There's actually, we can put up pictures of it. It says, do not try, or something like that. Do not dare.
Do not touch. Do not open the door.
Do not,
like that,
And apparently there's stories about her haunting after people left.
Yeah. If someone does mess with the doll at all, they get in a car accident on the way out and die. All this I don't know, man. That's kind of crazy. I don't know what to think about all that. That just sounds like, I do believe that there are evil spirits. Now, do you think that comes from like an otherworldly place, or like if someone dies and they're just an evil person to begin with, they just stay evil in the afterlife?
Like if they're a serial killer?
Yeah.
So, I guess if the only way that you can continue killing is to inhabit something else, that would be the way to do it, right? So if there's a doll in a house and you're like, I really just want to kill, and these women are here, and so I think I'm just going to terrify them or kill them, or what other things were possessed? There was other things that were possessed, like objects, like, right, like what else was in that? What else was in that store?
I don't know specifics, but I know there's just a ton of artifacts that they found, and there's a lot of questions of whether they were real. Like she was Elizabeth was the wife, and she was supposedly a medium. So she would go into these places where people would report hauntings or possessions. That's a whole nother thing. Mm-hmm. Is the possessions. Yeah. That really kind of freaked me out, because I've witnessed that. That was scary as shit, actually.
What's that?
Seeing someone possessed.
When?
This was back when, with my ex-girlfriend, was, we've talked before about opening a portal.
Yeah.
And my mom talked a lot about it. My mom was very spiritual, and she would say, you can open a portal, but you have to be prepared, and you have to be protected. You have to protect yourself before, because the way I pictured it is it like there's sort of this realm around, let's just say around the earth, and a lot of spirits are trying to get down here, maybe just to communicate, maybe just to tell loved ones like Dill, hey, I'm still here, I'm good, don't worry about me, I'm safe, or whatever. But there's also a lot of evil that wants to get through that too. And so if there's an opening, any of them can come through it.
That's
unless you
Doctor
protect
Strange
it.
stuff too.
Yeah. Exactly, like that. The portal he opens up.
Yeah, but that sounds dangerous, because if there's something angry that's stuck here and 100%. It can get through to you, like channel through you, right?
100%.
That's possession.
So that is why, like, my mom was so like, you have to protect. It's not something to mess around with.
Did she spit pea soup?
She didn't, but she would go. My ex would do this thing where she would like, I'm hearing from, this spirit, and she would open the portal. I don't know how, but one night, this is when we were living out there in Willow Pond, she opened up the door, got naked, and walked it through the bushes into the pond.
Like she was
not
just
even like completely checked out, not there, just zombie walking. And walked out. I had to
got naked first.
Yeah. Just took off all of her clothes.
That's crazy.
Walked across the porch, down through the bushes, like a bunch of bushes, just tore through them and into the pond.
Did she drown?
Yeah. No, I ran right behind her and grabbed her out.
Yeah, that was a stupid question.
When she got back up to the porch, she laid down and was like kind of almost convulsing a little bit. Like,
oh my God, you're freaking me out.
No, wait. And then, with no one else there, was dragged across the porch on her back.
Shut your face.
I'm not.
Are you being honest
I am being
right now?
100%.
Oh my God, you are
No cap.
freaking. I don't
100%.
even know how you didn't just shit yourself at that point in time. Like, obviously you were worried about her, but like, I don't even know. I don't even know what I would do.
It would, yeah.
I saw something like that.
It would be one thing. It would be one thing if it was crawling. You can be like, all right, you're just crawling, but on her back and like
pulled.
Kind of flailing around and just went from one end of the porch all the way to the other.
Holy shit!
that was
yikes.
That was.
Oh, this one's scary, guys. This one's scary. Did you lose sleep over that?
Hell yeah!
Did you mention to her that this had happened?
Yeah.
And what did she say?
I don't remember.
Oh my God! I remember when we first started dating. After that all. Anyways, we had started dating and I went to your house because I was sick at work and I went there and you weren't there and I was laying in bed and I swear that I heard my name.
Yeah.
Candy. And it freaked me out. But I was so sick that I was like, just go to sleep. Just go to sleep. You're freaking like I just I was scared. I was so sick. I was just like nonstop throwing up. I had some really bad flu or something and I just was like and I had the sweats and I just wanted to go to sleep but I got so scared and I was like I should go. I don't remember what my thoughts were at that point in time, but that's how scared I was. So that house was haunted as well. The Willow Pond house is probably haunted.
I believe it was. I mean,
we live in an area with a lot of activity from, way back, like Indians, a lot of spiritual activity, reservations, things like that. And I feel like a lot of them stayed or something. I don't know, but that story that got me. That one got me for sure. That was definitely a closer.
Yeah. Here, let's do a little palate cleanser.
Yes.
Little wee dram of scotch, cleanse that palate out a little bit.
Wee dram of Port Charlotte.
Now we're gonna have to sage the house.
Oh God. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to sleep.
Oh, that's a good one. All right.
So be careful. Don't talk to ghosts unless you. Well, don't actually open. I don't know.
Don't open any portals. Don't mess around with stuff you don't know. And I don't know, so I don't mess around with it.
Yeah. Has anybody else ever seen a possession out there?
Yeah.
You see the paranormal shows?
Sure.
They claim that they're actually videotaping those rooms, right?
Oh, yeah, but then you know it's all fake.
Is it, though?
It is. 100%.
Okay. So what about, like...
Well, you're talking about the actual movies, Paranormal Activity?
I've only seen one because they freaked me out.
No, they're all... The first one was probably the best one, but they're totally fake.
Okay.
Well done, but fake.
What about actual paranormal activity that people post? Is there any of that?
I'm sure some of it is probably real. There's a guy who made a huge YouTube channel and about his haunted house and would set up cameras just like the Paranormal Activity thing and see things move across the room or doors slam and things like that. And then the internet sleuths got on it and they debunked it all. He was like using fishing line and pulling things and doing all these little tricks and video tricks. And especially now with AI and everything, there's no way to even know what's real and what's not.
Yeah, there's no way.
So it's even harder to believe anything you see posted. I don't know. But let us know. Do you have paranormal stories? Have you ever seen a ghost? Have you encountered a ghost? Have you ever been haunted?
Has anybody out there been to the Warrens? Is that place still open? Have you ever seen the Annabelle doll in real life? Like, you stood in front of it?
Matt Rife just took over as the comedian. Matt Rife just took over as like the caretaker of that whole place.
No way.
Yeah,
Matt Rife, the one that does the improv on the stage.
Yeah.
He is so funny.
Yeah, he is a huge ghost hunter.
No way.
Like in his spare time,
God,
that's what he does.
So cool.
He goes ghost hunting. He's been on a couple of, I think, YouTube channels with other hunters. Anyway,
Matt Rife, take us with you.
He took over.
But when I see something, I'll crap my pants.
Yeah. He took over the Warrens place. So, and they didn't say he bought it. And he said that he's now the caretaker of it. And they're going to start opening it up for, tourism and stay the night type of thing.
Like they do in Tombstone.
Yeah.
Tombstone's got that whole thing too, yeah?
Yeah.
Remember going to Tombstone together?
Oh,
That
yeah.
was so fun.
I paused for a second because I was trying to remember if we had any experiences there, but we didn't. We didn't have any.
I don't
No.
recall. I don't recall, but we were very drunk, and I think I think we were outside in the street dancing at one point, and I felt like others were dancing around us.
That was Bisbee.
Bisbee's so haunted.
Yeah.
Do you remember the light?
Oh, that's
okay,
right.
we're not done.
Geez.
We are not done.
I forgot about Bisbee.
We're not done yet. You've got to tell the Bisbee story.
Same story as I think you're gonna have to help me because I don't remember the details. But it's the same type of deal as Jerome. It's an old mining town, and again, depending on where you are listening to this from, in the country or the world, when we say old, we're very West Coast old, which means it's 100 years.
Yes.
is old. East Coast,
old.
you're talking 200, 250-year-old houses and stuff. We don't have anything like that. We're still very young.
Yeah.
In terms of that. I mean, and then if you're listening from like Scotland or England or something, and you're France, then you're talking about 600-700-year-old houses.
I met a bloke last night when I was in Jerome named, if you're out there, Gary Day. He says that he's checking out our podcast from Australia, and he was actually going to Bisbee today.
Good day, Gary.
So, good day, Gary. Okay, so let's go. Tell the story. I remember the one thing I remember about Bisbee is I made sure I got wasted enough that I slept through the night. I felt
right. So we stayed in a hotel there that had a reputation of being haunted, and something happened in the room, but I don't remember what it was. Do you want to tell? Was that it? The room?
Something did happen in the room, and it was weird. We were in an all-white room. Maybe that's why I didn't like that room at the
at the W,
the Mandalay Bay.
Yeah,
when they put us in the Delano.
Yeah,
and it was all white. It was like it totally just creeped me out. Yeah. I couldn't relax, and the hallways reminded me of The Shining or something.
Yeah,
like I was like, this little kid's gonna come down on a bike going red rum. Yeah, so something did happen in there, and I remember we left the room because of it. What was it? Did something move by itself? We had taken a picture on the steps. Was it lights going on and off? Maybe that was it. We went outside on the balcony and the thing kept on flickering.
Yeah.
And then we came inside and the lights inside flickered.
Yeah.
And I was like, what is going on?
Yeah.
And it was crazy because when we were sitting outside and the light flickered, we were like, so do you think this place is really haunted? We were in the middle of a discussion and the light went, yes, I am, and flickered. Yeah. And I was like, holy shit. Yeah. And then we went in the room and it started flickering and I was like, we got to get out of here.
I wish I could remember better because that would be a lot easier for me to in my head to just debunk. Like it's a really old building. It's old wiring.
Well, we actually thought maybe it was somebody downstairs because there was a bar downstairs, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And we went down there and they were like, nobody's in the bar. There was nobody in there, right?
Yeah. Yeah, so we went somewhere else to go drink.
We did. We went someplace else, and I really did honestly made sure that I was going to pass out when we got back to that room.
Yeah, I can't. Sorry, this story isn't as exciting as the other one because but I remember, again, it goes back to the feeling something.
Yeah.
There was definitely a feeling of a presence, and it wasn't nice.
I wonder if we have pictures. Do we have those pictures of the stair steps with all the orbs?
With the orbs, yeah.
Oh, we'll share those.
And that's another one that I'm like,
Are orbs real? Or is it just like a light?
A light off the lens of the camera. I mean, I don't put a lot of stock in those either.
I kind of do.
I guess when you put everything all together at one time, you're like, oh, there's kind of a lot going on there.
There's a ton going on. I kind of do believe in orbs because it seems that they show at very important times in pictures.
Yeah.
Like at blessed times or I don't know. There probably could be some kind of light effect or whatever, but do you believe in orbs? What do you think they are? I think we've given these guys enough questions.
Yeah.
I want to know. I really do. Please interact with us because
love to hear your stories.
Yeah.
And your experiences with all things weird and paranormal. We're at Raw Relationship Pod on all the socials, rawrelationshippodcast@gmail.com. Yeah. And we'll put up, if you watch the video, you've already seen that after I've edited it. But if you're just listening and you want to see, on the YouTube, I drop in all the pictures of what we're talking about as we're talking about it. So you can get a little multimedia thing. It's very simple, but It's pretty good for this guy.
You did a good job, baby. Yeah, so the things that we talk about, we'll be throwing up some photos. It makes it a little bit funner to watch. Also, please like and subscribe to us. You'll get the notification that we put out a new podcast, and we will be doing them every Saturday, so they will drop once a week.
Yes.
And comment, please, if you have anything that you want us to talk about.
Help us build this thing.
Let's go.
All
right, thanks for joining us, you guys.
Love you.
I love you. Cheers.
Slunchava.
Slunchava.
See y'all next week.
Unless we get taken by ghosts.